Dear cadets, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome you all at my online class. I hope all of you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. This is Maksud Rahman, lecturer in chemistry, Borishal Cadet College, Borishal. It is very necessary to keep yourself inside home along with your family members for avoiding the running pandemic COVID-19. I hope we will be very soon can get rid of this pandemic COVID-19 condition, and once again our life become very smooth one. And considering this prevailing situation, Borishal Cadet College is providing necessary academic guidelines and short lecture on a specific link periodically. With this continuation, I am here for your online class. Before my class, you observe this picture. By seeing this picture, what do you guess? There are two electrodes, that means anode and cathode, a solvent, an external source. So by seeing this picture, I think you can guess this is the basic setup of electrochemical cell. Yes, today I am going to discuss on electrochemistry, and this is my second session for class 12. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to describe different types of electrodes, describe the electrode representation, and describe the cell representation. Before my lecture, I repeat the basic setup of electrochemical cell. So in electrochemical cell, there must be two electrodes. There must be electrolytic solution, external connection, and salt base. So today I am going to discuss on electrodes. So different types of electrodes. This is also known as half cell. So there are 5 types of electrodes or half cell. First one is metal ion electrode or half cell, metal amalgam metallic ion electrode, metal and its insoluble salt electrode, gas electrode, and last one is redox electrode. So first one, metallic ion electrode. So this is the simplest type of electrode where metal is dipped into a solution of its ion. So when a metal is dipped into its metallic ion, this is called metal ion electrode or metal ion half cell. These electrodes consist of a pure metal. In this picture, you can see that there is a pure metal is dipped into the solution of its ion. So when a metallic rod is dipped into its metallic ion, this half cell is called metal ion half cell or metal ion electrode. For example, when a silver rod immerses in a solution of silver ion, or a copper rod is immersed in a copper sulfate solution, results silver electrode or copper 2 plus ion electrode. So the reactions are silver loss electron and get silver plus, this is oxidation, and copper loss 2 electron and we get copper 2 plus, this is oxidation. So this is the representation of metal ion electrode in oxidation state. If it is in reduction state, so we write silver plus before and silver later on. So in case of copper electrode, copper ion electrode, this is in oxidation state. If it undergoes in reduction, we write copper 2 plus in previous one and copper in later on. So in this case, silver ion electrode is in oxidation state, copper 2 plus ion is also in oxidation state. So by this process, we can represent metal ion electrode. Now, metal amalgam and metallic ion electrode. And metal amalgam electrode is of importance of those cases where metal is too reactive to be used in the pure form. If it is dangerous to use in pure form, that metal is very reactive. So in that case, we need to use metallic amalgam. For example, one cannot make a sodium electrode because sodium is very reactive, and when it in contact of water, it becomes fired up. So we cannot make sodium electrode. So what we get? We can form it sodium amalgam. So sodium amalgam electrode may be set up easily. Here you can see the representation of sodium amalgam. Sodium amalgam oblique sodium plus. That means sodium loss electron and get sodium plus. This is in oxidation state. So if it undergoes reduction, I write it sodium 2 plus in previous and sodium mercury in later on. So this is the oxidation representation of sodium amalgam cell. Now third one is metal and its insoluble salt electrode. How we can form metal and its insoluble salt electrode? When a metal is dipped in the insoluble salt of the same metal, in this picture you can see that when a silver rod is immersed in silver chloride, that is insoluble salt of silver, when a metal is dipped in the insoluble salt of the same metal, that means when a silver is immersed in silver chloride, that is insoluble salt, and then a solution containing the anion of that insoluble salt is added to it. Anion of this salt is chloride, and chloride salt solution is hydrochloric acid. We can use hydrochloric acid. The hydrochloric acid is soluble in water. So I repeat, when silver is immersed in silver chloride, that is insoluble in water, but anion of the salt, that means chloride, is hydrochloric acid. This is soluble in water. So if we set up this results metal and its insoluble salt electrode. For example, when silver wire is dipped in insoluble silver chloride, then hydrochloric acid or sodium chloride, that means anion of silver chloride is added, then the silver chloride electrode is produced, and it is represented as silver, silver chloride oblique Cl minus. It is in oxidation state. If it is in reduction state, we write this Cl minus is previous one and silver, silver chloride is later on. What are the reactions? There are two steps reaction. Silver loss electron and we get silver plus, and silver plus and chloride minus react with each other and form silver chloride. So if we write it in overall reaction is silver plus Cl minus equal to silver chloride plus electron. So this is the representation of metal and its insoluble salt electron in its oxidation state. Now gas electrode. Here you can see the picture of gas electrode. When an inert metal wire is dipped into the ionic solution, this is the ionic solution of a gaseous element, and that gas is passed through the solution at fixed temperature and pressure, gas half cell is produced, and the temperature is 25 degrees Celsius and pressure is 1 atmospheric pressure. Example, when platinum wire is dipped into the hydrochloric acid solution containing two gaseous elements. Hydrochloric acid solution containing two gaseous elements. One is hydrogen gas, another one is chlorine gas. And if we pass hydrogen gas through the solution, at fixed temperature, that means 25 degrees Celsius temperature, and fixed pressure, that means 1 atmospheric pressure, then hydrogen gas half cell is produced. So if we pass chlorine gas instead of hydrogen, this is called chlorine gas half cell. So when a inert metal wire is dipped into a solution and the gaseous element of the solution is passed through the solution at fixed temperature and pressure, then the gas half cell is produced. And in that case, as we pass hydrogen gas through the hydrochloric acid solution, this is called hydrogen gas half cell, and it is represented as platinum, hydrogen / H plus. This is in oxidation state. If it is in reduction state, we write it H plus oblique hydrogen, platinum. So if we use chlorine gas instead of hydrogen gas, the chlorine half cell will be platinum, Cl2 / Cl minus, this is in oxidation state, and Cl minus oblique Cl2, platinum, this is in reduction state. So in this process we can represent the gas electrode. So now last one is redox electrode. When an inert metal wire or platinum, gold or carbon is dipped into the ionic solution of metals at its 2 oxidation state is called redox electrode. In the case of redox electrode, both oxidized and reduced species are dissolved in the solution surrounding the electrode. As there are oxidized and reduced electrode species are present, this is called redox electrodes. It is represented as platinum oblique Fe2 plus, Fe3 plus in its oxidation state. If it is in reduction state, we write it Fe3 plus, Fe2 plus slash platinum. So by this process, we can represent redox electrode. So how do we write a cell diagram, or how we can represent a cell? To represent a cell, at first we write the 2 half reactions. We know one is anode, another one is cathode. So we separate it, the 2 half reactions, and then identify the cathode and anode and construct the cell diagram. How we can construct the cell diagram? The anode always goes on the left and cathode on the right. I repeat it again. Anode always goes on the left and cathode on the right. And we separate changes in phase by 1 slash and indicate the Solbis. If we use Solbis, we use 2 slash. For example, here you can see that at first we write 2 half reactions. This is one half reactions and this is another half reactions, and identify the cathode or anode. This is anode and this is cathode. Next one, the anode goes on left of Solbis. This is the Solbis, representation of Solbis, and this is the representation of phase, changes of phase. So this is anode phase and this is cathode phase, and cathode goes on left. I write it in left, and cathode on right. So this is cathode. I write it in right. So this is the way how we can represent a cell of a cell reaction. Now here is an example for your practice. Draw and completely analyze a copper strontium electrochemical cell. Here you can see a voltmeter. This is the copper electrode. This is the strontium electrode or stannous electrode. This Cu2 plus electrolytes, and this is the Sn2 plus NO3 electrodes. So in this Solbis we use sodium nitrate. In Solbis we use sodium nitrate. So in Solbis we use sodium nitrate. So in case of copper, it has greatest electron affinity. That's why it can accept electron. So copper 2 plus accept electron and form metallic copper. When it accept electron, 0.34 volt electricity will needed. So when it accept electron and it forms metallic copper, that means its mass increases. So in case of stannum will lose electron. It donate electron and it form Sn2 plus. So when it lost electron, it disappears. That means it loses mass. So how we can represent? So reaction is Sn stannum plus copper 2 plus equal to Sn2 plus copper. So oxidation reaction is Sn2 Sn2 plus. This is oxidation, and copper 2 plus accept electron and it forms copper 2 metallic copper. So this is reduction. So I write it. This is the Solbis, representation of Solbis, and in the left one we write anode and right one we write cathode. So anode is Sn2 Sn2 plus. So Sn2 Sn2 plus is anode side and copper 2 plus to copper is cathode side. So this is a metal ion electrode. This is also a metal ion electrode. So this is the cell representation of stannum and copper, and 0.48 volt electricity is produced. So when copper accept electron, metallic copper will deposit at the cathode. That's why amount of copper 2 plus ion losses in these cases. So sodium will move from salt bridge and come to these electrolytes. And as Sn2 plus, as Sn lost electron and forms Sn2 plus, so Sn2 plus, amount of Sn2 plus increases in the electrolytes. So nitrate ion will comes from the salts to this anode cell. And we get electricity. So here another example for your better understanding. Draw a hydrogen silver electrochemical cell with a potassium nitrate salt bridge. So we use potassium nitrate in salt bridge, potassium nitrate, and here is a, in this picture you can see this is the hydrogen cell, this is the hydrogen gas half cell. So this is the platinum wire, this is the platinum wire, this is connected with this silver electrode, and hydrogen gas is passed through the electrode then, and the concentration of the solution must be 1 molar. So 1 molar hydrochloric acid disappear as or present as H plus and Cl minus, and in that case silver, and this is a silver nitrate solution. So silver nitrate solution is present as silver plus and NO3 minus. So silver has greater electron affinity. That's why silver plus will accept electron and we get metallic silver. But in case of hydrogen, it lost electron. So hydrogen lost electron and it forms H plus. So this is oxidation and it is anode, and this is cathode half cell. So what will be the cell representation? At first we have to write down the cell reaction. So hydrogen react with silver plus and we get silver and H plus. So hydrogen to hydrogen plus it is anode, and silver plus to silver it is cathode. So this is salt bridge, representation of salt bridge, and in anode side as it is gas electrode, the representation of gas electrode we must be write platinum comma H2 slash H plus, as it is gas electrode. As it is metal ion electrode we write it silver plus oblique silver. This is reduction state. So oxidation or anode is in left side and reduction is right side of the salt bridge, and this is gas electrode, so we write like this, and as it is metal ion electrode we write silver plus oblique silver. And we get the electricity. Now here are some more examples for your better understanding. For example, write the Hooke equations and cell reaction for each of the following cell. First one is silver oblique silver plus salt bridge, H plus oblique H2 comma platinum. So since the Hooke equations at the left electrode is taken by convention to be oxidation, so this is undergoes oxidation. That means silver will donate 1 electron and get silver plus, and at the right-handed electrode this is cathode. That means it undergoes reduction. So H plus electron and we get hydrogen gas. So multiplying the first two equation by 2 and summing gives the cell reaction. So we get 2 Ag plus 2H plus equal to 2 Ag plus H2, that means hydrogen gas. So write down the Hooke equations on cell reaction for the following cell. Another example, zinc oblique zinc 2 plus salt bridge H plus oblique H2 comma platinum. Like my previous slide, this is also same. At first this is anode, that means in this case oxidation occur. So we write zinc, we lost 2 electron and we get zinc 2 plus, and this is undergoes reduction. So H plus electron and hydrogen gas. So the cell reaction is zinc plus 2H plus arrow zinc 2 plus hydrogen gas. So how we will write a cell diagram? Describe in shorthand notation a galvanic cell for which the cell reaction is zinc plus sulfuric acid, zinc sulfate plus hydrogen. If there is a cell reaction, how we can write a cell representation? So we first write the two half reactions. So first half reaction is zinc will donate electron and we get zinc 2 plus, and H plus will accept electron and we get hydrogen gas. So we write two half reactions, and as this is oxidation, this is anode, and as this is reduction, this is cathode. So for construct the cell diagram, we write the anode on left and cathode on the right, and we must separate anode and cathode by these two bar. So the cell representation is, this is oxidation, so we write zinc oblique zinc 2 plus as it is metal metal ion electrode, and in case of reduction we write H plus oblique H2 comma platinum, this is gas electrode. Another example for your better understanding, copper plus Fe3 plus arrow copper 2 plus plus Fe2 plus. So we should write two half reactions first. For example, copper 2 plus and 2 electron, this is oxidation, and Fe3 plus plus electron equal to Fe2 plus, this is reduction. So we write two half reactions, one is anode, another one is cathode, and now we try to construct the cell diagram. So anode we write on left side of the notation of Solbis, and cathode must be right on the right side on the notation of Solbis. So as this is oxidation, we write it in left side. So this is metal metal ion electrode, and reduction occur in Fe3 plus to Fe2 plus, and there are two oxidation state present. This is redox electrode, and how we can represent the redox electrode? Fe2 plus comma Fe3 plus oblique platinum, this is the redox electrode, notation of redox electrode. So we can write down the cell representation of this reaction like this. I think it is better understanding to you. So today we learned about different types of electrode, the representation of individual electrode and the representation of cell electrode. So if you have any query or question, please write it in comment box. Later on I will try to solve it. And I have a home task for you. First question, what is half cell? How do you write a cell reaction? Number 3, what is a cell diagram? Number 4, what is an electrode and electrolyte? And 5, represent the electric cell where the following reactions take place. First reaction, zinc plus sulfuric acid equal to zinc sulfate plus hydrogen. Second reaction, iron plus copper sulfate equal to ferrous sulfate plus iron plus copper. And third reaction is iron plus stannum chloride equal to ferrous chloride plus stannum. So I think you must solve these all questions at your home. So thank you very much for your participation. I want to say you again that you must stay at home, wash your hands frequently, maintain social distance. You must avoid touching your eyes, nose and mouth with your hands. Make your family member conscious about novel coronavirus COVID-19. Make your lesson and make the best use of your time. Thank you very much.